The Chicago Bears have a golden opportunity this offseason. The team is loaded with cap space and is in a prime position to make major moves in free agency. And let's be honest, there's one move that absolutely must happen if this team wants to compete at the highest level: Drew Dalman. The Atlanta Falcons starting center is set to hit the open market, and he needs to be priority number one for general manager Ryan Poles. The Bears have struggled for years to find a stable presence at the center position, and Dalman provides the perfect solution. The offensive line has been a consistent weakness for Chicago, and if this offense wants to take a step forward, it needs stability in the middle. The importance of a good center is often overlooked, but it can make all the difference. The center is responsible for snapping the ball, making pre-snap reads, calling protections, and being the anchor of the entire offensive line. A weak center can derail an offense, while a strong one can elevate the entire unit. So let's break it all down. Why is Dalman the guy? Why is this move a no-brainer? And what happens if the Bears miss out? Let's get into it. The Bears' offensive line has been a disaster in recent years, and the stats back it up. Last season, Caleb Williams was sacked 68 times, the third highest total in NFL history for a single season. That is unacceptable. If you're trying to develop a young quarterback and set him up for success, allowing him to get sacked that many times is the worst possible way to do it. The root of the problem? The interior offensive line, specifically center. Since Ryan Poles took over in 2022, the Bears have had a different starting center every season. Sam Mustipher, Lucas Patrick, Coleman Shelton. None of them have been the answer. None of them have provided the stability that this team desperately needs. A weak center affects every aspect of the offense. It disrupts the timing of the passing game. It limits the effectiveness of the run game. It makes it harder for the quarterback to make adjustments at the line of scrimmage. The Bears need a long-term solution, not another stopgap. So why Drew Dalman? What makes him the ideal solution? First off, he's proven himself as one of the best young centers in the NFL. He's been the Falcons' starting center for the past 3 seasons and has improved each year. According to Pro Football Focus, he ranked as the 4th best center in the league in 2024. That's elite territory. That's the kind of player you want anchoring your offensive line. Dalman's biggest strength is his run-blocking ability. He's aggressive, physical, and has a great understanding of leverage and angles. He's the type of player who can open up running lanes and create space for the Bears' backs. Chicago wants to be a team that establishes the run, and adding a dominant run-blocking center like Dalman would go a long way toward making that happen. Pass protection is another area where Dalman excels. Is he perfect? No, but he's significantly better than what the Bears have had. Last season, he allowed only 2 sacks while playing in one of the most physically demanding positions in football. That level of consistency is exactly what this team needs. Now, let's talk about the financial side of things. Can the Bears afford Dalman? Absolutely. Over the cap currently lists the Bears with $79,760,000 in available cap space. That is a massive amount of flexibility to make moves and improve this roster. Meanwhile, the Falcons are in a completely different situation. They're sitting at negative $4,990,000 in cap space. That's right, negative. That means bringing back Dalman is going to be extremely difficult for Atlanta. If the Bears want him, they have the money to make it happen. It's just a matter of making the right offer. What will that offer look like? Right now, the highest paid center in the NFL is Creed Humphrey, who's making $18 million per year. Frank Ragnow is next at $13,500,000. Dalman's contract will likely fall somewhere between those numbers, probably in the range of $14 to $15 million per year. That's a completely reasonable price for a top-tier center, especially when you consider the Bears' desperate need for stability at the position. But what if the Bears miss out on Dalman? What's plan B? Well, to be honest, there really isn't one. The free agent market at center is weak. The next best options? Ryan Kelly, Coleman Shelton, Evan Brown, and Josh Myers. None of those guys are true upgrades. None of them provide the consistency and high-level play that Dalman does. What about the draft? It's not a great year for centers in the draft either. The top prospects, Jake Majors, Jarrett Wilson, Jonah Monheim, are solid, but none of them are guaranteed day one starters. That's a major risk for a team that needs to win now. If the Bears want to fix this problem immediately, free agency is the only real solution. Some Bears fans are calling for the team to go after right guard Trey Smith. And don't get me wrong, Trey Smith is an absolute monster. He's one of the best guards in the NFL, and if the Bears can sign both him and Dalman, they absolutely should. But here's the thing, the Bears have options at guard. If Smith signs elsewhere, there are other quality players available. Guys like Will Freeze, Mekhi Becton, or even bringing back James Daniels could all be solid alternatives. The draft also has some good guard prospects, including Tyler Booker and Donovan Jackson. But at center, it's Dalman or bust. The Bears are in a great position to take a massive step forward in 2025. They have Caleb Williams. They have DJ Moore. They have an improving defense. They have an offensive-minded head coach who understands what it takes to win in today's NFL. But if they want to compete with the top teams in the league, they have to fix the offensive line, and that starts with signing Drew Dalman. He's young, he's talented, he fills the biggest need on the roster. Ryan Poles can't afford to mess this up. Make the move, protect your quarterback, and set this team up for long-term success. What do you think? Should the Bears go all in on Drew Dalman? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Bears content. Thanks for watching, and as always, bear down!